you understand if your business is profitable? Do you know how much it takes you to make 100,000, for example, 1 million, for example? How much time does it take you to make a net profit of 50,000? And how do you reduce that time from a week to a day? How do you reduce that time from a day to an hour, from making a net profit of 50,000? When you don't understand the total cost of operating your business and the total revenue that you're getting from your customers and how much of that are you able to keep in terms of profit, you tend to operate your business blindly. And sometimes your business is not profitable. And there are some costs we don't include in our business. For example, if you took 20 hours to work on your business this week, you need to know that those 20 hours, the business needs to pay for them. The business needs to pay you as if you are an employee. And what you do is you ask yourself, if those 20 hours were not spent by me, but were spent by someone I was paying, let's say, for example, 20 of those hours I went to market to procure what I'm selling, how much would I pay someone for 4 hours and they Gikomba atafute these handbags aniletee duka? If you spend 2 hours, resolve customer problems, customer mwenye alibuy the wrong type of a bag, ukampea the right one, customer mwenye alibuy bag ukapata imeraruka, ikabidi akurudisha, amechagua nyingine, customer mwenye alikulipa but akakupea pesa mingi, so you had to reverse some of the money. All that time that you are doing, you need to pay for that. If someone was doing it, you would have paid them. You need to incur such costs. Ulikuja 6, ukapata kafuli ya duka haiwork, ukatoka 6, ukaenda ukatafuta mtu mwenye anakatanga kafuli, akakuja akakukatia, ukaingia kwa biashara 8. Wewe unafikiria the only loss that I have made is not operating from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. or not operating from 9 a.m. ile mwenye nafunguanga to 11 a.m. na nime lose customers wangapi. You need to also understand that you went to look for the customer, for the repair guy, akuja kurepair mlango ndio uweze kufungua. If someone was the one doing it, you would have paid for them. And you might say, no, I would not have paid for them, ingekuwa kwa mshahara yao. Yes, ingekuwa kwa mshahara yao, but hiyo time yenye walienda huko nje kutafuta someone to repair is the time they would have used to sell that product or service that you are selling at your shop. And you paid them anyway, whether they were doing that or they were doing that other thing. So, with a dashboard, with a business dashboard, you are able to have a look at everything. You are able to have a look at your business. What are my employee costs? What are my total employee costs, including cash and non-cash benefits? The benefits that now patiana kama cash, mshahara, basic pay, revenue, and let's say basic pay, and you also give them bonuses for selling, or bonuses for being on time, or bonuses for customer satisfaction, and you also give them maybe a lunch, maybe you give them access to, let's say, your services. If you are doing a gym, maybe you tell them employees will use the gym for free as long as it's not their time, they are not working. etc. All that, you need to calculate that as your cost. And you also need to calculate all the revenue that your business makes. So this is what revenue you make when selling your products, what revenue you made when you are selling some assets that were not productive, what revenue you made when you are doing non-core business activities. And when you have a closer look of all these things, you are able to not only understand the position of your business, the profits that you're making, but also how do I level up my business to the next, let's say to the next level. So when you do this, you're not only able to understand your level of your business or where you're operating at, whether your business is profitable, but most importantly, you are also able to understand how do I take my business to the next level. Thank you and have a good day.